All right, India is preparing for a major diplomatic move at the United Nations Security Council to push for a discussion on cross-border terrorism. This amid UNSC's closed-door meeting on India-Pakistan tensions. India seeks to focus on Pakistan-sponsored outfits operating in Jammu and Kashmir. This on the back of Pahalgam terror attack that claimed 26 lives on April 22nd. Russian President Vladimir Putin has backed Prime Minister Modi in its fight against terror. With this, India has support of the 4 out of 5 permanent members of UNSC, which are US, UK, France and Russia, excluding China. These permanent members of the Council can use their veto power. India's diplomatic pitch builds on its long-standing stance that terror groups like Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed enjoy patronage from Pakistan's military intelligence establishment. The UNSC discussion, if tabled, is expected to highlight the growing frequency and sophistication of cross-border attacks such as the Pahalgam terror attack. The brutal attack was initially claimed and later retracted by the Resistance Front or TRF, which is a Lashkar-e-Toiba proxy. Indian intelligence has directly linked the attack to handlers across the line of control. On the other hand, Pakistan, a non-permanent member of the UNSC, is raking up the India-Pakistan tensions. However, Islamabad has not been able to find backers at the high table. The UNSC has agreed to hold a closed-door meeting with Pakistan at 8 a.m. GMT or 1:30 a.m. IST. The meeting comes after Islamabad requested for an emergency meeting with the Council, which is being presided over by Greece for the month of May. Pakistan aims to highlight the issue under the header Threats to International Peace and Security. The Pakistani Foreign Ministry in a statement said that the country will formally apprise the UNSC of the latest developments in South Asia. It plans to raise the Indus Waters Treaty being put into abeyance by the Indian side as well. Well, India's former envoy to the UN, Syed Akbaruddin, who was the Indian ambassador to the UN when the last such closed-door meeting happened in 2019, that is, said that from his experience, there will be no major outcome from the informal closed-door consultation. Speaking to WION, he said, and I quote him here, Pakistan's initiative is a public diplomacy effort aimed at shaping perceptions rather than advancing negotiations, unquote. And well, for more on this, we were earlier joined by Harshvardhan Shringla, former Foreign Secretary of India, and this is what he had to say.
I think we've been very effective in reaching out to our partners, to our friends, and across the globe, actually, in diplomatic terms. We have not only seen interventions at the highest level, the Prime Minister himself has spoken to a number of leaders, including President Putin lately, but also External Affairs Minister has called all of the members of the UN Security Council, permanent and non-permanent. We have briefed envoys in Delhi. Our missions have briefed their own, foreign offices in the countries that they're accredited to. And I think we have been able to make the case that there has been a major terrorist attack perpetrated against us, and that unless this is dealt with the full force of international law and the support of the international community, these acts of terrorism will continue. There has to be a suitable deterrence, and that Pakistan has to understand that sponsoring and supporting terrorism as an instrument of their foreign policy will not work in the future.